Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the LA Chargers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Throwing first play is Lance. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Now Lance throwing on second down. That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. The first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Throwing his Lance on third down. And he is caught. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. If you look at this Raiders defense, there are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The Chargers had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. So here's a 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That gain on third down, good for 28. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now they send a man in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And the Chargers grab a 7-0 lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Jacobs. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, it's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Being chased out left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. We know they have these RPOs in their playbook, and look, we're seeing it here in the first quarter. You think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted them out early for a reason, partner. They're letting them know that this is in the arsenal, and we rely on it. You better be prepared because this is going to be an all-day affair trying to stop them.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. Shotgun now for Lance. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. Give them 18 on the play. Back back to the running game with Jacobs. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 20, here's second down and 5. On play action, Lance. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Pat Freiermuth, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps them out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on deep. Going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Herbert going to change the play here. On 2nd and 12, Herbert. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. The short throw pulled in by Woods. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Raiders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up. and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
On second down, here's Lance. He gets this to Davante Adams. Still going inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping on his eye.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. 25 yards that time. Herbert, quick pass out wide. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
He's got his man on the crossing route. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. 37 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Okay, ready?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 55 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
And now they'll throw with Lance. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Herbert going up top. That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Herbert. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They snap it to Herbert. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down, it would appear. Yes, he does by a full yard. They get the conversion on 4th and 2. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Charger 1st. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Herbert throwing again. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
On 4th down, Herbert. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down.
Waste of time. What are you doing? Were they even paying attention?
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now it's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point try now for Patterson. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And got his man complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Lance now to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up fourth down.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
A final shot before half for Lance. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Raiders first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on fourth down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun.
Rifles one that's going to be intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. 74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Lance. And that will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. Touchdown! Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Herbert. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Two yards to go, 2nd down. Herbert changing things up. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. The slot man in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
Let's go. Strike. Check strike.
Now a give to Jenkins running right. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Here's Lance to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth. And they'll go for it. Lance. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Raiders first down. They go for it on 4th and 2, and it's a gain of 6. Oh, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They'll run right here with Jacobs. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the... because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
To throw, it's Lance. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Okay, that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Lance. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
A run with Jacobs there on first down, but he'll manage only a yard or 2 at best. 2nd down coming up.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 2nd down, here's Lance. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. Touchdown, Raiders! Mike Williams from 19 yards away. And the Raiders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Back to throw here, Herbert. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Michael Davis. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Off the option, here's Jacobs. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Striker, 3-3, yellow, line. Smash, smash, smash.
Jacobs going to try the middle. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. Mike Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Raiders are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. 31 yards. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2nd and 9. Lance looking to throw it. It's caught here by Adams. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. And Lance going to throw. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 more on that one, and another first down. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Second down and 4. Again, it's Lance. Hitting Mayer here on the out route. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Here's Lance. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's third and goal. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And his kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on fourth and goal anyway, but the sack on third down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Here's Herbert now on second down, going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Are you even paying attention?
Guys, what are you doing?
The Chargers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 26-yard line. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And now off to the races down the right side. line. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. A big play there on the catch and run. 81 yards. The career catch number for him just continues to climb, now at 1,070, and that is where Reggie Wayne finished.
And I was always told, if you went about your business like Reggie Wayne, you had a chance to be a heck of a player. So I've asked, how does this guy go about his business? Morning, noon, night, pregame, postgame, pre-practice, post-practice. That's why he's accumulated this type of number.
One more time with Jacobs. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. And Lance now to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown Raiders. Davante Adams, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Raiders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds they've had. He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They give him a gain of 38. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, check Mega. Check.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Got it.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Ready.
On play action, Lance. He's got his target. That's complete. There he goes right side. Inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Just another day in the office. Yeah, keep it up, keep it up.
The Charger drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Raiders, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL.